the stream. I've hopefully worked out what the problem was there. For some reason, it only plays the cockpit sound so many times. I don't know why that is, but that's just the way it is.
Context menu open 5 Pinterest run as administrator. Folder view list.
So I am just going to load up FSX Pilot.
Autopilot main panel dialog heading course HDG:000
Now that's on.
I'm just doing a flight from
Autopilot on.
to
Autopilot is on.
11 on, seeing as I have now got FSX as well. Although my laptop isn't powerful enough for FSX, I don't think, so it's a miracle I can get it to fly. It doesn't like being recorded, so if I ever do an FSX recording, I'll probably have to fly with the iPad and not a headset, so I'll probably be shouting quite a lot.
Right, I'm going to retweet this.
Let me just see if I can get Austin's weather. The more of this I can get done before I load up FSX Pilot, the better.
Right, I will try and get ATC before we start up our engines. We're flying an Airbus A318 to Berlin.
Oh, it's at East Midlands. Why is it at East Midlands?
I have no idea.
I don't want to start from East Midlands, I want to start from Austin, you stupid game! Oh, I did say Austin, didn't I?
Yeah, unless you set that as like a home or something.
Oh well, we'll just go from... I bet if I press 2 it's going to try and get us IFR to Brenham.
Right, that is
which is not happening because it's over 7,000 kilometres
just
away in a Cessna 172.
Right. I'm going to see if I can contact. It's not having any contact in ATC here.
Yeah, it's trying to get us IFR to Brenham.
Oh wow. No, we're contacting ATC at all here with 1, 2 or 3. No.
Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
No. Okay.
I don't want that IFR clearance because that flight is done.
Panel 1 column 3. Epis panel greater. Menu button.
Right. So I tell you what, I'm going to just get this to start our engines up.
Microsoft Flight
on
Simulator
this
X.
Airbus A318. There, here come our engines. Right, now can we contact ATC at all?
3, 2, 1.
No, actually, unless our ATC window is not up. That's perhaps why we haven't got our ATC window. That's just a second.
Alright, I'm going to try and see if I can refile this.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
We've got our ATC menu now.
3, 2, 1.
No?
1, 2, 3, 3. Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Right.
Does that E brings it up, is it?
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Sorry?
I'm trying to get the ATC menu to come up.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, is it the, does Alt do anything?
Does what?
Does Alt do anything? Does it bring up any menus?
No.
1, 2, 3.
Should be a command to contact ATC. Because I have done this before.
Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Kilo Alpha Uniform Sierra 2 1 1 1
1, 2, 3.
That usually will contact ground, but it's not having it at the minute.
Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
It'll usually say Microsoft Flight Simulator X ATC menu if it's got that. I like these sounds, by the way. I do like them, but for some reason I cannot get ATC
1-1-R.
Menu.
Thank
Microsoft
you.
Flight Simulator X.
IFR. Low altitude. File.
How do I'm trying to work out if there's any other way I can get ATC to come off. Because it's
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 isn't having much of an effect. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, but I've got to use that stupid object now to get to a flaming view menu, which is awkward.
It's just not brought up the ATC menu. I think that's what's happened. Let me just Google how to bring up the ATC menu, because I'm guessing it's just not been brought up, and I'd like to do the flight with ATC if possible. It's not the end of the world. I can run it without it.
Hopefully this time it'll start us from Austin Bergstrom. Yeah, IFR Austin Bergstrom.
I'll just have to get this to come up.
Main landmark search results heading level 2. Control / keyboard command for FSX / fly away. ATC menu number tickets : Microsoft Flight Simulator X : Steam Edition support. Control / ATC menu number tickets : Microsoft Flight Simulator X : Steam Edition support. Link heading level. Steam. GRD dot controller tower x.com.
Save flight.
September 20. GRD dot controller tower x.com by using my buttons on the ... Heading level 3 link key to bring up and close the ATC window. Question. Flight Simulator X ...
Oh, key to bring up and close the ATC window. This is essentially what we need.
Yes, override the existing
you don't need to
file.
tell me what you're doing all the time, it's fine.
I'm hoping it's going to do it this time. It was trying to get a 7,000 kilometers in a Cessna 172 Skyhawk.
Menu. Key to bring up and close the ATC window.
A ton of refueling stops.
Right, let's have a look on this forum.
Members, graphic 90, out of list, anyone, the drop down menu dot, anyone know what it is question, I tried figuring it out last night when I was RBC what it was in. The drop down menu dot, I'm getting sick of having to acknowledge transmissions, and then click the edge. Graphic colon more colon.
There we go.
Graphic colon more colon.
Austin Bergstrom 11R. Right, while that is loading, I'm going to go through it. I'll come back hopefully once it's loaded.
Yeah, it's the Grove here, I'm pretty sure.
You can also make your own at the settings of FSX dot.
I'm going to go for a bit while that's loading. I'll come back once it's loaded.
That's fine.
Hopefully it'll put us down in Austin.
Out of list posted December. I guess it matters if you have acceleration or not and what country you live in. Heading level 3 list one out of list posted December. Grove. Edited by Flo. Grove.
Yeah, it should be Grove.
Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Grove.
Come on, give me the ATC menu, please.
Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
I wonder if it's NVDA. Let me see if I close it and then launch it again. If not, I'll have to figure it out later and just do the flight anyway.
Jaws Home News Edition. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the ATC window isn't open, otherwise it would say.
Growth. Contact Alt Tab. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. 3, 2, 1.
That was mine. I caught my flight controls on the way out.
Contact Alt Tab. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
It's really not bringing
Still loads though.
the ATC window at all.
Menu. To move through items, press up or down arrow. Growth. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. 1, 2, 3. Context Alt Tab. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. E. Context Alt Tab. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Menu. E. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Contact Alt Tab. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
I'm just thinking. Oh, this is kind of weird because I'm sure I got the ATC window to
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
come up
Menu. To move for
the other day.
Escape. Escape. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Escape. End flight tab. Continue. Shift tab. End flight tab. Continue flying button. Space. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
It's definitely not.
3. Growth. 2. 3.
ATC menu.
Growth.
I've leaned it out so you shouldn't have to listen to my plane's engines.
Okay.
Growth.
Because it's just loaded.
Growth.
Master's on.
Escape. End tab. Shift tab. End flight button. Space.
Right, I tell you what, I'm just going to try
ATC.
reloading the flight one more time and see if I can get the ATC menu to come up. It's not
Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Left
catastrophic
parent
if
not
I-
responding. Right parent. Microsoft
if I
Flight Simulator
can't,
X.
but,
Microsoft Flight Simulator dialog. Free flight.
now
Change
I've managed to work
to
out how
activate. Press
to
spacebar.
use
Alt plus C.
ATC with
Tab.
FSX
Change to tab.
pilot.
Tab. Check tab. Fuel tab. Load tab. Save the tab. Flight plan tab. Failures tab. Fly now tab. Change tab. Change tab. Tab. Change tab. Launch tab. Fuel and shift tab. Launch
Just
flight with
gonna check
ATC
it
window
to
open
make
button.
sure it's
To
probably
activate
down
press
in
space.
Austin.
Launch
Tab.
flight
Fuel and
with
payload
ATC
button.
window
To tab.
open.
Load space.
That might work.
Microsoft
Simulation
tab. Load flight.
unpaused.
Shift tab. List
Time
view.
acceleration is
Tab.
1.
Load shift tab. List view. Not selected. A 318 to the limb. 404. Enter.
Right, let's just reload this. I mean, we will have to restart the engines. but
Microsoft
that's-
Flight Simulator X. Microsoft Flight
that's the
Simulator
least
dialog.
of
Free
the,
flight. List box. 0 items.
things
To move to an item, press the
we
arrow
need to
keys.
find.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X unavailable. Dialog. Graphic 474.
I did tick something about launch with ATC window open, so that might help. But I thought it was the Grove key, but apparently not.
Okay.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Simulation unpaused.
Right.
Time acceleration is 1.
But I'll sort this out when I get back.
Okay, well,
I'll
we're,
turn the master off as well.
yeah, we're in the plane.
3, 2, 1.
No, that's not giving us the
Grove.
ATC.
Contact Alt tab. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
No, it's really
Grove.
not having it, is it?
Growth. 3, 2, 1. Growth. 1, 2, 3. Context met. Alt
No,
tab.
it's not
Leading
liking
menus.
it at
Microsoft
all.
Flight Simulator X. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Alt enter.
Let's bring it on full screen.
3, 2. Growth. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2.
No, we
Alt
aren't
enter.
having much luck at all. Well, I think we're just going to end up flying.
Context menu. To navigate. Alt tab. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Because it's not saying that the ATC menu is open, so I'll have to have a look at it after.
Growth. Mozilla Firefox. Alt tab. Leading menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
What's the matter with you now?
Desktop list. Still
1, 2, 3. Growth. 3, 2, 1. Growth. 1, 2, 3. Alt tab.
Oh well.
Autopilot. Alt
I'm
tab.
just gonna
F
fly
Alt tab.
this 'cause,
Skype. Alt tab. Profile colon.
you know,
Alt
it's
tab.
annoying
Jaws
when
only.
I'm
Alt
gonna
tab.
have ATC,
Microsoft
but
Flight
it's-
Simulator X. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
It's just not having it.
Escape. End flight dialog. End your tab. Continue tab. View tab. End flight tab. Continue flying button. Space. Microsoft.
Continue flying.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Growth.
See, those should
Growth.
bring up the
1,
options
2,
where
3.
we can
1.
contact
Growth. 3.
ATC, and it should bring up the ATC menu, which it isn't.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna fly.
Control E.
The only thing I can think is it's unless because we're still at the gate, but that we should be able to contact them at the gate. Anyway, I'm going to set this A318 to taxi across to a runway at East Midlands, which is where we're at. Once these engines are fired up, and then we will. I'll just mess about with the ATC and see if I can at least get it to work. Until then,
Growth. 1, 2, 3.
nope, still not having it.
Contact.
Anyway, I'm going to
Alt
switch
Control J.
from
Leading menus. Jaws home. Alt F4.
NVDA
Enter.
to Jaws. The only reason I put it on was because I thought it might help, but obviously not.
Taskbar.
Right.
Mic.
I think our engines will be fully on. I'm doing a period to take the parking brakes off because you have to do that in this plane.
Save loop range add loop save near user all airport start pushback S stop engine S taxi to runway EGNX 090 EGNX
Right, yeah, we'll go from runway
Switching
9.
to true headings, sir. NAV on.
You can hear the engines coming up. So we're just taxiing. I'm going to just check our airspeed.
Range mode menu button context met say sub menu left nothing at status at A altitude A airspeed F is
Indicated airspeed is 25 knots.
Yeah, we're definitely taxiing. It's a good thing. Now, we're going to get ATC now. No.
2 1 stop 1 2 3.
No, we're not having it.
3.
Okay, fine.
Menu unknown.
Now, while we're taxiing, I need to check the.
Google Dash Internet Explorer. Google. Search combo button.
Actually, I'll check on my phone because I have a page saved.
Episcan combo menu context menu S say sub menu stat real sim time A airspeed
I need to check the
Indicated
ICAO
airspeed is
code.
23 knots. Sir.
Right, we should still be taxiing. Okay, we're 0.3 away from that. Yeah, she's got to take us, I think. She's got to taxi us to the runway. It's a shame, yeah, I'm really annoyed that we can't get ATC.
Initiate exception. Speech recognizer initiated exception.
That doesn't sound good on your end. I don't know if he's there. Something about an error anyway. Alright, yeah, once we've finished taxiing I just need to get the ICAO code for Berlin Airport. Oh, this takes forever, this taxiing procedure. It's really long and annoying. With FSX Pilot. No, we still haven't got any ATC. Bit late now, because we haven't even requested taxi clearance. Well, I'll have to look at why I haven't got ATC. A bit later on after we've done this flight. Well, we were supposed to climb to 31,000 feet, so we will climb to 31,000 feet for cruise.
Right, I'm back.
Are you? Okay. Is your thing working? Your flight that you're trying to do?
Speed set to 0 knots.
I don't know whether it's put me down in Austin, but
Heading set to a true heading
I'm
of
going to
88
attempt
degrees.
it. Whether my time limits will allow it as well, I don't know.
Okay, so we're now on the runway. I just need to get the ICAO code from my phone, which isn't working.
I'll smash it up.
This phone never works. Does anything ever work? Oh no, I think it might be working. It might be. I can see. It was being weird, so I've done a power reset on it. And I think I can see a light on it or something. So I don't know if it's slowly coming back on.
stop working now. Oh. Oh, HP welcome, stop working. That doesn't matter because I don't even use it.
Oh.
If you mess up, if FSX pilot has stopped working.
Yeah, I don't understand why we can't use ATC, because I did a flight in I did a flight in a Cessna last night and it worked. Unless it's this plane, you know, that's the only thing.
Why is it stop working?
Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
You are so stupid. Piece of. I'm surprised I've not taken a hammer to this.
Right, I tell you what, I'm just going to Google this on here because this phone is just being a real pain. I did have it all.
https://www.
Just smash that stupid thing up.
Speech mode box.
Right.
Combo box editable. Speech mode off.
Do you want it to do that?
Alright, I'll turn off all my clouds and I'll turn off Skype on my laptop.
Main landmark searchers.
There we go.
Sarah Berline, Berline, Bar Web, S Berline, Bar, computer information, 13 Apple Commodore C.
No,
Menu.
they just recommended. I don't want that at all.
Right, there's Skype, that's gone.
NVDA +1, input taskbar. Berline Airport.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm turning things off on my laptop because I think it's trying to run too much at once.
Oh, okay.
Wish I could turn Steam off, but it needs that.
Menu.
I'll turn Dropbox off.
Trademark profile colon. Google Dash Internet Explorer 01 column 6.
Yeah, we won't Google,
go.
so just come on.
Google Dash Google Dash.
Yeah, go away Dropbox, you're not needed.
Link grab. Combo box.
It's almost full anyway, I can't upload anything with it and I've forgotten what my damn ID is. I'm getting to it sorted out.
Right, that's the airport we want. There are like 3 airports in Berlin. Loads and loads and loads.
Main landmark heading level 1 Berlin Central Airport from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, jump the colon, link navigation, link search, quote,
Right, I'm just going to try and reset this phone again.
see link central dot, table with 19 rows and 2 columns, row 1 column 1 Berlin Central Airport, flight potential. Row 2 link, row 3 link graphic, flight potential.
There's nothing new in the live chat anyway, just on the side saying that we're live.
Row 6 airport type. Berlin, row 7 Berlin Central Airport, row 8 Berlin Central Airport, row 9 Berlin Central Airport, flight potential, column 1 link up 4. Out of table content setting level 2. History Berlin Central Airport from
Should yeah, just a second.
Flight potential. Row 2 link graphic TXL, row 3 link graphic flight potential. Row 4 list with 2 items bullet link out of colon TX out of list row 4 list out of list row 5 summary. Row 4 list with 2 items bullet link out of colon TXL bullet link out colon EDDT.
EDDT. Perfect. Right, we finally have what we need. I'm going to try one more time to get ATC.
Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator S.
No, we're not having it. Now, I don't know if the parking brakes are on or off, and I don't know that if I press full stop they'll probably go on again if they are off. But I'm going to try take off. If we don't get V1 then I'll press full stop and take them off, because this aircraft has a tendency to light the parking brakes a bit too much. Right.
Switching to
My
true
Cessna
Here we go.
172 did that last night.
Sir,
We're going.
landing, strobe, and NAV lights
Yeah,
on.
flaps have gone.
Climb rate set to 2,500 feet per minute. Altitude set to 3,600 feet. Speed set to 220 knots.
But no, I have got a couple of issues with my Mini Bravo as well.
Alright, let me just monitor this takeoff and see. This See, I can't hear much rolling noise, so I've got a feeling the parking brakes may be on. Now, if that's the case, all I have to do is press dot. But I'm going to... Oh no, V1. Rotate.
NAV on.
And we're airborne apparently. Flaps. Seems to be coming up.
Heading set to a true heading of 87 degrees. Gear up. Landing lights off.
Oh, just go
Please
with
resume
your speed
navigation.
tracking. It's really shit.
Sir.
It's up. But now I've got a couple of issues with my Mooney Bravo as well.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put far select EDDT.
Distant target EDDT selected.
Nav on.
NAV on.
Selected 3600.
Now that's set to 3600. We want to go to 31000.
Edit selected 31000. Edit selected 579. Edit selected 31. Edit multi. Edit selected
And
579.
we'll set it to
2 selection remove 0.
2000.
Edit selected 2000.
climb
Edit multi
out.
line greater. Microsoft.
Now hopefully that's going to climb.
Main panel dialog EDDT 527 heading course.
527 away. You can hear the engines are coming up. Now on
How
the
far are you away?
power, so that we can get some speed to climb.
Episode panel row. Episode combo menu. Save view mode rate.
I'm
Add
gonna
gear.
get
Quick
it
color
to-
circle circle. Fly speeds up. Take off. Cruising speed safe colon 250 knt.
Set it to 250
Speed set to
knots.
250 knots.
That is the speed we should be at. Under 10,000 feet.
Oh no, FSX has stopped responding.
Oh dear. I think your computer must struggle with FSX.
Well, it's got no flipping choice now. It's got it.
Right, we're climbing okay, by the looks of things.
Episode panel. Auto. Edit multi line greater. Edit selected 31,000. Edit
Yeah,
selected 2000.
31,000,
Edit multi
2,000
line
is the
greater.
climb rate.
Greater.
Current altitude is 5,789 feet.
Right, looks
Sir.
like it's in control.
Indicated airspeed is
Eurofly aren't even giving me the
249
new
knots.
airport, so
Sir.
I'm sticking with FSX until they give them me.
Oh yeah, for people who play Eurofly, there is a new airports update and a couple of new dispatchers.
Oh, my stupid time limits, for goodness sake!
What?
Stupid time limits.
What on?
Oh, I can't be this 11 offline now because I've got to go at 9:30. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Oh, okay.
Flip game! If you'd have worked the first time I tried it and not put me down in England.
That's our outside sound. Back in the plane.
So stupid.
Map checkbox. Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 517 heading course.
517
Microsoft
now.
Flight Simulator is.
So I suppose I best just lean out the mixture. Do all that for nothing. Thanks.
Autopilot main panel dialog EDD SP nav checkbox checked. Edit multi-line. S-A-L-T-I-I-T-T-L-L-U-D greater.
I'm going to try and
Current
see
altitude is 9,111
Okay, we're
feet.
almost at
Sir.
I'm going to try and
10,000
see if I can
feet.
figure out how far away it is.
Oh yeah.
Get a relative idea of how long it's going to take me. I'm only going to be at 1,000 for this flight, so I should be able to make
Yeah.
quite a high speed save.
Autopilot nav checkbox edit multi-line.
Um,
Current altitude is 10,021 feet.
11R.
Sir.
Flight speed, take approach speed, take colon, 308 kmts.
Right, we should be able to go quite a bit faster
Speed
now.
set to 308
As
knots.
you can see, the engines are being powered way up again to maintain that speed.
And let's see how far away it is.
I'm actually going to set that to about
67 miles away.
350 knots there.
So that's going to take me 40-50 minutes in 172.
This plane should be easily able to maintain 350 knots at this speed, this altitude.
Oh, HP, welcome. I don't even use you, so you can stop working all you like. I think it stops working, then it revives
Indicated
itself,
airspeed
and then
is
it
306
stops working.
knots.
Airspeed
Sir.
306 knots, so it's obviously trying to increase.
But no,
Current
that's going to take
altitude
me
is
40-50 minutes in 172.
12,352 feet.
Sir, because Fredericksburg's probably about 60-something.
Yeah.
And that took me about 30-40 minutes last night, didn't it?
Yeah.
Provided that if I fly with ATC, I don't have to do a go-around. Or that if there was a plane on the runway, they could either move or get landed on, because I'm not experienced with Mr. Broach yet. I tried to do a Mr. Broach on Tuesday when someone came to my door and it failed. I was told we skimmed the ground, crashed into a building, I got a load of buildings and then flew back up into the air again, and it was trying to do a VFR flight.
Indicated airspeed is 350 knots.
Airspeed 350 already.
Current altitude is 14,540
So yeah, that's what happened on that flight.
Okay, we're doing okay for altitude. I really do like these sounds. Anyway, I'm going to let them let the plane continue to climb, and then I'll slow our climb it as we get a bit higher, because obviously if you're climbing too much in that thinner air, then you will lose speed.
Guess what descent rate I had on that flight when I was trying to come in for an emergency landing?
What?
Deck.
What? What did you have?
Minus 27,200 feet per minute.
Oh wow.
I was trying to get a 737-800 down from 35,000 feet, and it did that thing where, because I was flying, I had ATC, but you know, I had the ATC window open, but there was nothing to acknowledge when I pressed one, so
you can get 80s.
it brought up the flight planner. So I tried to select the nearest airport on the flight planner, see if I could edit the flight plan.
489 miles away.
Rerun it with FSX Pilot,
Current
and then we had a
altitude is
descent rate of almost minus 30,000 feet per
17,256
minute.
feet. Sir.
Because we were literally like 1 mile away. I think I was doing just over 1,000 miles an hour at one point, someone told me.
Are there any things in the live chat? 'Cause my phone is still playing up.
Oh, just smash that stupid phone up now.
I know, I'm about ready to get a new one. So, God, because this one's useless. Absolutely useless.
When are you going to get a new iFlip?
I'm going to get a new iPhone 8. Comes out.
Sorry?
I'm getting a new iPhone 8 when it comes out.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how well this aircraft actually performs, especially with FSX Pilot, just for the reason that when you actually start it up, everything's in cold and dark mode, basically, which means that none of the instruments are set, and obviously you can't do that without going through all the checklists, which you can do, say, with IYP. But it seems to fly okay, so I'm guessing FSX Pilot is okay with it, but I'm not, you know, completely convinced that everything is set how it would be in a real A320, or you know, this is an A320 family plane, I'm not convinced everything is set like it would be, but I like this plane and all the ones I've got. I've got a A320 family pack along with a lot of other planes, and this family pack in particular I've wanted for a while.
Autopilot main. Auto nav check edit multi-line. Crater.
Current altitude is 20,890 feet.
Oh,
I'm just going to reduce our climb rate
went to check the live chat and it gave me one of the fails.
Oh.
Fail streams.
900.
Right, I've set our
selected 1000.
climb rate to
Edit multi-line.
1000,
Microsoft.
which will help us to keep some of that speed that we did
Nav
have.
check box checked. Edit multi-line. Space. CLI.
Sorry?
Crater.
Set
Climb rate is
as
894 feet per minute. Sir,
Say airspeed.
indicated airspeed is 350 knots. Sir,
There we go. I think some people struggle to understand why a plane would lose speed, but it's just because it's climbing up, like going uphill, and through denser air, so it's like it will lose speed. If you're at 30,000 feet and then trying to climb, say, 2,000 feet per minute or more, you are probably going to lose speed. It's possible to, what do you call it, trade your speed for altitude, and you can do it.
Ah, there we go. I've got the proper stream back.
Oh, I think Marshall's just call's just gone. We still got Wi-Fi. Yeah, we've still got Wi-Fi. I'm guessing we are still streaming.
My iPad messed up.
Oh, I thought so.
I two-finger double tapped it and it thought it wanted to end the call when I actually couldn't. I flip.
Type rate autopilot. Nav check box. Edit multi. Edit. Selected 31,000. Edit. Selected 1,000. Edit multi-line. Crater.
current altitude is 23,562
it should be fine.
Sir.
Whoever that was, it sounded okay to me in those brief seconds that I just listened to it without the call on.
Why? What was the question?
Engine drowning your voice out. But it was fine. Right. It was fine when I was listening to it.
Who said that?
HDF, 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 HDF.
Oh, okay. I'll have a look at it when I get my stream. And
edit selected 350. Edit
right,
selected 350.
Set that airspeed to about
4 selection remove 0 0.
400
edit selected 400
knots.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
And as you can see there, he's increasing the speed with the engine throttling up to get to that speed.
I tried to sort of get rid of the stream and stop it playing, but it seems to think that I wanted to end the call when I actually didn't.
Oh, okay.
I swore at it as soon as it did it. So, although I don't think that went through, because I think it had ended by that time.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Right, I'm going to leave the mixture out on this G1000 Cessna 172 because I can't fly.
Alright then, have you got to go or something now?
I will have to soon. But I'm going to lean the mixture out because I can't do this 11-hour flight. Because it's going to take me 30-40 minutes to do it. If I picked a bigger plane.
Indicated airspeed is 382 knots.
Yeah, it's still increasing to 400 knots.
But I'm only going into a field,
which
so
is why still increasing to 400 knots, which is why you can hear the engine still buzzing quite loudly. than like the thrust.
Applications toolbar, File Explorer, -1 running window button submenu. Microsoft Flight Simulator S.
Oh, that Cessna's loud.
Right, let's leave it out.
Menu.
Oh no, let's not, because it stopped responding.
Altitude.
Current altitude is 26,360 feet, sir.
I don't understand, so you can just sod off.
Indicated airspeed is 385 knots.
Okay, it's,
sir.
It's struggling to get 400 knots, which is what I asked of it, at this altitude, which is understandable.
Right, Willie. Alright, it's leaned out.
I mean, actually, we should.
Turn the master off. I don't want people going deaf because of high frequency noises.
We should set
Speed
to,
set to Mach
now.
0.72.
Keep trying to find out what that is with Siri, but it keeps trying to think that I'm on about an Apple Mac, and it keeps trying to redirect me to the Apple website.
Yeah, 0.72. I don't know what the max Mach for this plane is. I'll have a look and see if I can increase it a bit. We don't want to
overspeed it.
Yeah.
Right, current altitude is 27,482
We're just climbing at 1,000 feet per minute at the minute, which is why we're climbing quite slowly. Airspeed.
Indicated airspeed is 315 knots,
on climb
sir.
out and on descent, like
Right, so
how IP does.
315 knots now. So I think Mach 0.72
indicated
must
airspeed is 301 knots,
oh,
sir.
It's still slowing us down. Careful.
Indicated airspeed is 288 knots,
288
sir.
knots now.
No, it's gonna stall it, isn't it?
I don't think so. That must just be.
It's gonna really top my
indicated
day off if
airspeed
it
is
stalls it.
274
No, I'm not
knots,
going to be happy.
sir. Indicated airspeed is 266 knots, sir.
It's still slowing us down.
I'm thinking of doing a flight. I'm thinking of doing quite a few flights in
Indicated
the near future
airspeed
out
is
of
258 knots,
Texas,
sir.
and I'm thinking of heading. Obviously, I didn't get FSX in time to fly to the Oshkosh Air Venture when that was on, but I'm thinking I've wanted to land in there for quite a while now.
Oh, right.
Because I think that's the field
Indicated
that
airspeed
Eurofly
is
hasn't got.
264
Yeah,
knots,
it's
Or it
increasing
might
the speed a bit more now. I think we can probably go to, what, 0? I don't know what the... But it's something like 0.82 was the max for an A320. I think I remember reading that somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't get FSX to fly to the EA Air Venture when that was on,
So I'm going to do 0.76.
I'm going to try and land in Oshkosh at some point this year.
Yeah.
I'm aiming for that anyway. That'll be a big milestone if I've landed there.
Right. Right, let's get that airspeed.
indicated
yeah.
airspeed is 280 knots,
Yeah.
sir.
Although especially if I've got my
Current altitude is 29,753
be quite
feet,
clammy
sir.
on the throttle,
Oh,
won't it?
okay. Yeah, right, okay, we're almost at 31,000 feet now. We could probably have climbed a bit faster up here. This phone is still not coming on, it's utterly useless.
Although at least I won't be dealing with, I won't be dealing with a hell of a load of traffic like there would be in real life. So it will be a relaxed approach. It'll be a relaxed approach, hopefully.
Right.
If FSX Pilot doesn't stop working halfway through. I did do that to me yesterday on a ILS approach entry into Heathrow. The You are 300 below your assigned altitude. Cessna Golf Alpha Foxtrot Bravo.
Oh yeah, they do that. If you're not exactly on the right
Line
altitude, they tell you you need to change. Ooh,
Guess what I
hang
kept
on.
saying?
The iPhone's back on.
The iFlip is back.
Finally, I can look at the live chat.
Guess what I kept saying to it?
What?
I'm trying.
Right, I'm just going to check something. Right.
Okay.
There we go. Look, it's levelling the aircraft off, as you can see, to stabilise us. Because we are nearly up like a cruise.
Alright, so I'll shut down FSX pilot. Yeah, I obviously wouldn't want that on the way into Oshkosh next year. Would I? Then?
No, you wouldn't.
Especially if there's a ton of traffic.
That's outside.
Then I've got to try and listen to the frequency and try and get FSX pilot working again. Haven't I?
Okay, I can finally go onto the video. And check if my sound's alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, it kind of is drowning me out. It's not drowning me out, it's alright. You can hear what I'm saying. It's a bit loud.
Simulator X left parent, unresponding right parent.
You cannot respond. You cannot respond to FSX all you like, so I just told you to exit.
Okay, well we're leveled off.
Edit mode, edit, selected 31,000, edit 29, edit, selected 31,000, edit multi-line, S-A, greater.
Indicated airspeed is 272 knots,
272
sir.
knots.
Edit 24, edit, selected 87, edit, selected 0.76.
Right, I'm gonna go
0,
now
selection
anyway.
removed, dot 8, 0.
I'm going to increase
Edit,
our
selected
airspeed
0.80.
to 0.80
Minus.
if it will do that. Yeah, alright,
Okay.
then you need to go, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll try and record that 11-hour flight, but it'll probably be recorded from inside a bag or next to a wall, so the video won't be great.
Right.
Edit 15, edit, selected
Because
31,
I'll be
edit multi-line,
recording it
greater.
off my iPad.
Alright, yeah.
S-A, watt, space, A-R-S-P-E-E, greater.
Right.
Indicated airspeed is 272 knots,
Bye.
sir.
Okay, I don't
selected
I
0.80.
don't think it's like in 0.8.
Right, I
Zero.
actually mean it now. I'm going to end it. It's not going to mess it up, hopefully.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Right, let's see if we can get to 0.8.
Just for clarification for people listening.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Anyway, I can monitor the live chat finally because my phone is working, so...
Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 364 edit.
364 miles away from landing.
Autopilot main edit, selected 31,000, edit multi-line, S-A-Y space A-R-S-P-E-E, greater.
Indicated airspeed is 272 knots,
Yeah, it's
sir.
pretty much holding about 270 something knots though. It's not
Edit, selected 0.81.
It's not really going much higher. Unless I put the speed back in knots, which I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it there for now.
Menu button. Save new rate. Add save. Book up. Search. Fly speed. Approach colon 100 cruising colon 280 knt. Speed safe colon
Yeah.
Mach 0.73 s.
Mach 0.73.
Minimum colon 155 kntm. Takeoff colon 200 kntt. Minimum speed safe colon Mach 0.73 s.
I'm just
Speed
gonna
set
set
to
that.
Mach
Microsoft
0.73.
Flight Autopilot main panel 01 column 3. Skype profile Office panel of Microsoft Flight.
I don't think we're going to get much faster than that. Are we increasing speed or something?
Office panel dialog range mode. Menu button. Auto. Edit. Selected 87. Edit. Selected 31. Edit multi-line. Greater. S. A. Watts. A. R. S. E. 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 Greater.
Indicated airspeed is 268 knots, sir.
Office.
Okay.
Microsoft.
Let's see how far we are. 324 miles.
Indicated airspeed is 273 knots, sir.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
I think I might need a mouse actually, because there's a thing with FSX Pilot where sometimes it doesn't register your typing inputs. It's a bug which they're going to fix in the next release, hopefully. But it's a problem that means you have to use a mouse with a scroll wheel. So I'm going to go and get a mouse and see if I can increase speed that way, because it seems that it sets it to Mach 0.73, which is about 270 knots, but it doesn't actually seem to increase it even if I put, say, Mach 0.80 in. So I'm going to go and get a mouse and see if I can do it that way. back and I've got a mouse now, so I might be able to increase the speed that way, possibly.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
I only really want it for the
Autopilot. Autopilot. Nav check. Edit. 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 Selected 87. Edit. Selected 0.73.
right, so I think we do
0.73. Enter speed. Your help balloon.
that. And then I'm just going to
Selection removed. Edit. Edit. Selected 0.74.
there we
Selection
go.
removed.
That's increasing
Edit.
it.
Edit. Selected 0.78. Selection removed. Edit. Edit. Selected 0.81.
See if that works.
Microsoft. Enter speed. Your help.
Oh yeah, that's working, isn't it? That's really pushing the speed up. So as I thought, we need a mouse, and that's clearly what's the main problem with this. Right, I'll take the mouse out, because otherwise I might keep accidentally touching things and buttons if I have the mouse like that. But that should really get the speed up.
Edit. Selected 0.81. Edit. 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 Selected 31. Edit. Selected -17. Edit. Nav checkbox checked. Edit multi-line. S-A. R. F-E-E-E. Greater.
Indicated airspeed is 309
Oh, yeah.
knots.
You can see
Sir.
the speed's gone up. It's only indicated airspeed, so our ground speed will probably be more, but I don't want to go any faster than we're actually doing now. Try and get ATC again. I'll have to have a look why that is. Anyway, at least that's got us up to a higher speed.
Autopilot main panel dialog. EDDT 285 heading for safety.
285 miles away now. We're not on full screen, I don't think. By the way, there's a kind of funny noise in the background. I think it might be our fuel pump. I don't think that should be on. I think you should turn them off before takeoff, but for some reason it didn't do that when the engines came on. There's probably a keyboard command that does that, so I'll have to have a look about that for next time. I don't think it will do any damage, but hopefully we'll just make a landing in Berlin, and that'll be it. I wonder how much fuel this aircraft has.
We have 44,396.5 pounds of fuel left, sir. This is 84.5%
okay.
of total capacity.
So quite a bit of fuel. This is a kind of mid-range aircraft. It's not, you know, incredibly long range. It's the smallest of the A320 family, I think. But strangely, British Airways actually used this plane for a flight from London to New York. It's London City Airport, which is a small private airport, well, mostly private jets that might go from there, to JFK, so it's they use it for that. I think they have to have a stop along the way, but it's a very kind of luxury one of these. But I still find it strange that they use an A318, which is a very, you know, it's usually used for 3-4 hour flights into Europe or, you know, anywhere around the world, or 3 or 4 hour flights. That was the plane that replaced Concorde in the British Airways fleet. That, I think, when I was doing New York to JFK routes privately. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it replaced Concorde. Let's see if we are going faster. How far are we now? Yeah, 260. To Google actually whether you're just while you've got a bit of time in flight, whether the fuel pump should be on.
Search combo box editable blank. S U space E space F space R T E F F space S F. Shall the fuel pump be on for takeoff in FSX dash group?
Oh, missed out a D.
Main landmark search fuel pump dash flightsim.com link heading level 3.
Let's have a look on here.
Fuel pump.
Because I remember with It's Your Plane, when I did the checklist, I always when I went through all the checklists with it, which unfortunately I can't do with this A318 because it doesn't support doing all the checklists and speaking to it, unfortunately. I think there was something about turning the fuel pump off.
Fuel pump heading level 1. List with heading out. Link number 1.
Like
link junior. List with 4. Mate post 5. Out of list heading level 2 graphic. Block quote hello. I am doing hello dot. I am doing the field of flight simulators and I am currently using MSFSX dot. I have one question colon. What do the pumps? I have one question colon. What do the fuel pump switches do? Question dot dot. Obviously they turn on and off the fuel.
What do they do?
Pumps dot dot dot. But what do the fuel pumps do? Question. Blank. Thank you, comma. Out of block quote. Link address. List with Jan location.
I don't know what they do. I want to know.
1 comma. Out of list head. Block quote A. A smart star as answer immediately comes to mind, comma. But I want to go there dot. The link below will provide info on not only fuel systems but all the other controls and pages too. We'll be dealing with in the sim dot. Wikipedia has a wealth of knowledge regarding aviation. Bruce. Blank. Link HTT. Out of block quote FS. Out of block 05. Link
yeah,
number,
I want
link
to know
link and member. List with 6 items.
Why
location,
were we turning them
post,
on then?
400. Out of list heading level 2 graphic default. Block quote blank. What does a fuel pump do dot? Blank. Comma fuel comma air comma pump dot 5 dot air.
Yeah,
blank.
exactly. But
out of block blank. Aviation or neglect dot. Aviation is not inherently dangerous, but it is terribly unforgiving of any carelessness, comma incapacity or neglect dot. 05. Link to member. List with Feb 2. Out of list heading level 2 graphic. Block quote turn on an electric fuel pump to add a measure of safety for take dash offs and landings dot. It is also a back dash up to the mechanical diaphragm type pump, comma that is driven by the engine, comma fail dot.
Oh, okay. See,
out
I
of
don't
block
think
code
we need
Windows
it
7 comma
on there.
SM4A passive free the best
We
of
can
out of
switch
block
it off.
05 dash link number 5 links amount of member list with tech load southern post 600 out of list heading level 2 graphic default block quote aircraft engine general answer colon aircraft engines usually don't take T or rely on just gravity to feed fuel to engines, comma as the fuel tanks can be some way distant from the power plant itself, comma even below the physical location dot. So engine dash driven pumps provide positive pressure to the fuel lines dot. These are usually sufficient for the aircraft needs, comma but are crucial to take dash off and landing as any splutter caused by failure or slight blockage can mean a nasty crash dot. Blank. So aircraft usually incorporate a manually dash operated backup fuel pump that one simply switches on for take dash off and landing, comma and of course to provide positive pressure when the engine isn't T actually running dash for start dash up dot.
Yeah.
Blank. Finally, comma many engine dash driven pumps are gear driven from the crank, so it menu unknown Internet Explorer Google dash Internet Explorer Google.
So I'm going to Google
search landmark combo box editable button combo box
how
space
to turn
N space
on
O N
and
space
off
F T A
the
space
fuel
U space T U M
pump
P
in
space F X
FSX
space
when
T A R
starting
T I N
and
space
stopping
T N G space N
an
N space F
engine.
E.
I
The
bet
turn on
it's
and off the
not
fuel
just
pump
a
and FSX when starting and stopping an
simple
engine.
command.
Main landmark search results
I
heading.
wish we
Videos heading
could
level 3.
switch.
Engine start dash MSFSX star FSX dash SE forum dash the Absum community link heading level 8. Turn on the fuel pumps for all tanks that have fuel in them dash the Abu 4 dot I pick found starting with. The engine's off is more fun and after all, comma and tickets dot dot dot. Left bracket PDF right. Microsoft Flight Simulator X for pilots colon. Real world training link heading level 3. Left bracket PDF right. Boeing 747-400 normal procedure tickets guide. Left bracket PDF right. No next edit field. Search landmark. Have to turn on off and off and off the fuel pump in FSX when stop and engine. How to turn on. Main landmark search results heading level 2. Videos heading level. Engine start dash MS. Left bracket PD. Microsoft Flight Simulator X for pilots colon. Real world training link heading level. Boeing 704. Left bracket. How to use the fuel station in FSX star tech. Fuel pump dash flightsim.com link heading level 3. H. Mate. To turn on an electric fuel pump to add a measure of safety for take dash off. Left bracket TDS right. Left bracket TD. Search is related to how to turn on and off the fuel pump. Link FSX manual engine start. Link FSX 737 startup procedure. Link FSX manual engine start.
Oh, FSX manual engine.
FSX manual engine start dash Google search. Main landmark search. FSX tutorial dash manual engine start dash YouTube. People also ask. FSX tutorial dash how to start the engine of the default 737 dash 800 dash YouTube link manual engine startup question dash flightsim.com link heading level 3. 8 mark search on quote FSX cold and dark this sequence for a quote full manual start quote 1 dot. Link Learjet cold start in FSX. Manual engine startup.
This might have something. I'm just looking for anything about the fuel pump because it makes a strange noise and I want to see if there's a way to
Fred colon manual engine startup question.
just turn it off.
Manual engine startup question document heading level 1 thread list heading level 6 heading level out of list link number 1 link graphic link Alexander member list with Feb 2 post 6 out of list block quote is there a way to have it to where you would have to start up your engines instead of having them already started for you question thanks man out of zip link link member link graphic list with nav to location sacro post 9 out of list block quote graph out of block quote is there a way to have it to where you already started for you start a flight at your favorite airport and configure your aircraft how you want it when you first jump in dot cold and dark or whatever you like dot and just save it as your default flight dot every out of zip link out land and return to save flight with a completely shut down aircraft that you can then make any left parent change plane comma change airport dash default flight dot from then on comma you take LL start at your favorite airport before land dash out of block link graphic
I know how
moderate link graphic list with 6 mark location Hammond post 4 out of list block quote graphic quote search on quote you need a program to shut down the engines and save the flight as the quote default flight question quote out of block quote Bill Eamon page pro
no we don't want a program
03 link number link graph link stat VIP list with 6 jam 2 locate post 3 out of list heading level 2 graphic default block quote incident off colon CTRL dash shift dash E incidentally the engine keys are dash off colon CTRL dash shift dash E on colon CTRL dash E land here my FW dash 200 contour sits with all engines off dot land then the press of the CTRL dash E combo starts the engines comma beginning with number 1 engine left parent below left right parent comma then engines 2 3 and 4 1 after the other left parent below right parent dot left parent no colon dash only 1 press of CTRL dash E is needed to start them all comma do not take T after press it for each engine right parent land out of block quote last edited by stat out of block link number member list mark locate bottom post 2 out of block quote link graphic reply with block quote nice bird bang
yeah okay.
Link number link graphic link info mod link graphic
very helpful.
location Hammond
I was just trying to see if there's a thing the engine stopped oh you could also use this
1 dot start engine number 4 colon E4M plus 2 dot start engine number 3 colon E3M plus 3 dot start engine number 2 colon E2M 4 dot start engine 5 dot recinch all engines colon E1 2 3 4 out of block quote Bill Eamon
no that didn't help
develop premium no speak for any company out of zip link number link graph link maverick member
I'll have to have a look in a bit. Maybe the fuel pump's not on. Maybe it's not on. I mean, we'll probably. I'll hear it when I get down. I'll see if I can still hear it and see if it's on.
Internet Explorer. Search combo box editable land. H O space T R F space H I F F A.
Alright.
Main landmark search results heading level 2. Fuel pump dash flightsim.com. Proper use of fuel pump question dash MSFSX RFSX.
Oh, proper use of fuel pump. This again could be helpful, but probably won't be. We'll have to start descending soon anyway, from 31,000 feet all the way
proper use of fuel pump question dash MSFSX
down.
Main landmark proper use of fuel pump started by heading level list with 3 the fuel pump comma also called the list with 3 item out of list visited link 417 link posted September 1st the fuel pump comma also called the boost pump or emergency fuel pump in some aircraft comma is one item whose proper usage I take me completely ignored over the years dot main reason is that it has no real function with FSX aircraft dot it takes just a dummy switch dot however comma with the upcoming A2AZ 172 comma I think using it properly is going to become more important dot my understanding is that you turn it on when an engine failure would be particularly inconvenient comma such as when taking off or landing dot is this correct question when would you normally use it and when would you typically turn it off question if it reduces the chance of the engine quitting comma why not leave it on all the time question 0 please link graphic members free out of list link posted September it truly depends on the aircraft dot with the C172 comma we only use the fuel pump to prime on start comma and that take as a dot the only other time it would be used is during an engine failure in flight dot to flow goes airspeed 68 comma flaps up comma landing site comma fuel selector both comma fuel shut off and comma mixture full forward comma fuel pump on comma ignition both left parent start if not windmill in right parent dot if that doesn't take T word the next flow take as difference is mixture cut off comma off other air when switch recommend 1 heading level 3 link Q1 recommended stop take as dot 1 head out of list members 2 out link posted it differs per type dot and fuel injected engines comma the fuel pump is turned on comma and the mixture level slowly increased the fuel flow is observed engine is primed
I bet it's
fuel
like a switch anyway that we would have to switch off. I bet it's not just like a command.
level list with 3 members 3 out of list link posted good question dash I didn't take T no either colon dash right found this colon link HTTP colon and this colon link 0 heading level
Anyway.
link posted when flying about dash 28 the fuel pump is usually checked 3 dash flight comma turned on for takeoff and approach slash landing and switched on when changing fuel tanks and switched off again when the tank has been switched over dot bridge land at 0 heading level 3 out of link posted we use them left parent boost pumps right parent in emergency procedures or when we have switched from one fuel type to another left 3 dash mixed with aviation fuel
I understand why there would be
autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 184 heading Microsoft flights Microsoft
anyway I don't care. I'll when I get Yeah, I get why they'd be used. I guess they're probably used before engine startup or when starting the engine. I can't see if, well, I can't work out if ours is still on now. Shame I couldn't get ATC. I would have liked to have
Running Microsoft Flight Simulator at center speed.
had ATC. I mean, maybe if I'd completely restarted FSX, I could have got it, but it would have been a pain to have to do it again. I'd already had to restart the stream.
Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 174 heading course HD.
Just trying to think when we should start descending. If anyone's put anything in the live chat, I can't see it because my phone is playing up again. I'll check if I can before the end. I'd like to be at about 10,000 feet, about 50 miles out, so I can then just set it to fly the auto landing.
Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 164 heading course H.
164 away. I guess this aircraft probably has auto systems and everything which would calculate exactly when to start descending, but we can't operate them, annoyingly. Anyway, yeah, I went on a few flights recently. I forgot to talk about this, and I met two very nice flight crews. One flight I met a first officer, not in the cockpit, but just had a chat and explained about the simulator, and both of the one was a flight crew, one was a first officer, both of them were very interested about it. And then on another flight I went into the cockpit before we took off. We had limited amount of time, but again I just spoke to the flight crew and just explained about what I was doing, and yeah, basically. So that was a nice experience.
Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 154 heading course HD.
154 away.
Enter speed.
Right, I'm going
greater menu button. Fly direct fly speeds, fly altitude 5, 10,000, 50, 20,000, 25,000.
Set the altitude to 25,000. Let's see what it
feet.
puts the
Climb rate set to minus 1,500 feet per minute.
Right, we'll start descending now anyway. I'm just going to do it in steps. Go to 25,000 first, then we'll descend a bit further. We'll just see where we are then. Just be careful with our airspeed because we're descending. So we don't. I'd prefer to descend slowly so we don't get too much speed. Instead of just going straight in. And I'll put it on full screen when when we're about to land. If anyone's watching who can see it and has any idea why the ATC menu's not, I mean, there's the full screen. If anyone's watching who can actually see the screen, because I know we have a few people, is there an ATC menu in the middle of the screen which will say things like, you know, option 1, option 2, or is it just not there completely? See, I've been trying to get it offline and it just, no, it's not coming. So, either it's something with this aircraft that it just won't come up, or it's just a random FSX problem, which happens a lot.
Panel dialog range mode.
No, I don't want that panel.
Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 131.
131.
Selected 25,000. Edit selected minus 1500.
I'm still descending.
Current altitude is 27,377 feet.
Okay.
Sir.
Microsoft. Panel dialog.
Ooh, okay.
Panel. Microsoft Flight Simulator X
It
row 1.
doesn't like
Microsoft
it
Flight
'cause it's on
Simulator.
full screen.
Panel row 1. Panel combo menu say submit fly speeds fly altitude.
I'm going to just set it to go straight to 15,000 feet.
Altitude set to 15,000 feet. Climb rate set to minus 1,500 feet per minute.
I want to go a bit more.
Edit selected minus 1500. Minus 1500. Enter climb rate 0 balloon.
Bit more than minus 1500. So I'm just going to plug the mouse in again. This is what we have to do.
Autopilot main panel EDDT 100. Edit selected minus 1400. Selection removed.
I want to go a bit more.
Edit selected minus 1600. Selection removed. Edit selected minus 2000.
Minus 2000.
Edit selected minus 2000. Selection removed. Edit selected minus 2100.
Minus 2100, that'll do. I don't want to push our speed way up.
Microsoft.
But we do need to.
Edit selected 15,000. Edit multi-line. Greater.
Current altitude is 25,399 feet, sir.
We do need to actually start getting down a bit more. Oh, strange noise. It just dinged. I don't know why. Unless it's just to tell me we're past 25,000 feet. This aircraft, I'm not sure. As long as we're not overspeeding.
Edit multi-line. Greater.
Indicated airspeed is 359 knots, sir.
Panel, menu button. Autopilot main.
I don't think we're overspeeding. I mean, we
Current
could.
altitude is 23,746 feet,
Yeah, it could just
sir.
be to tell me we're going past.
Microsoft.
But, yeah, if anyone watched the CRJ to Glasgow video, you'll remember I had problems with the descent rate. It would not descend, and I investigated it and emailed the developer, who was very nice about it, and basically, you know, very cooperative, and explained that it was a bug, or I'd found a bug, basically. And well, I mean, I was quite surprised that something so basic as typing in values like descent rates and things in a program that's been out so long. I was surprised to find the bug, but I guess people who decide to just use the mouse, and that's why they don't like to type it in a lot. Whereas I would always use a keyboard, I don't use a mouse at all. So.
Autopilot main panel dialog. EDDT 101 heading course 8. Airbus panel row 1. Microsoft flights. Microsoft.
Away. Get down to about 15,000. Then I'll try and get us down to about 10,000 because it is recommended. It's not necessary, but it's recommended that you're around, well, anywhere below 10,000 feet before you tell it to do an auto landing. Just otherwise it can, well, it'll have a lot of descending to do, and if you're quite close, then it won't like it basically.
Autopilot main panel dialog. EDDT 95 heading nav check box edit multi-line. SA what's the ARRIAALTRT UD greater SA what's the
Current altitude is 19,311 feet.
Past
Sir.
20,000 feet anyway.
Indicated airspeed is 398 knots.
Oh,
Sir.
okay, I need to just... I just need to
Speed set to Mach 0.62.
bring our speed back a bit, because we are... I knew that would happen. We are starting to overspeed there. Well, I don't know if we were actually overspeeding. We probably weren't at 398 knots, but we were still descending quite fast and we were gaining a lot of speed, so that's hopefully going to stop that.
Airbus panel dialog range. Autopilot main panel dialog. EDDT 83 heading nav check edit multi-line greater SA watch space ALTRT UDT greater.
Okay, altitude.
Current altitude is 16,207 feet. Sir.
Airspeed.
Indicated airspeed is 359 knots. Sir.
Autopilot Airbus menu. Save circle fly speeds. Take approach cruise speed. Save colon 308 kNTS.
Yeah, 308 knots is apparently
308 knots.
Microsoft
speed that we should be flying at, so I've set it for that. That way we'll slow down a bit and maintain a relatively okay speed, really.
Airbus panel dialog range mode menu but contest say submenu say menu but airspeed Airbus panel combo menu
indicated airspeed is 299 knots.
Menu button
Sir.
Context say submenu nothing altitude airspeed Airbus panel
Altitude.
Current altitude is 15,151 feet. Sir.
Nav check edit mode edit selected minus 165.
So
select
it's slowing us,
multi-line greater
the descent rate.
greater.
Gonna watch our airspeed.
Indicated airspeed is 299 knots. Sir.
greater.
Indicated airspeed is 304 knots.
It is increasing
Sir.
speed.
Profile autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 70 heading course HD
70. Well,
Microsoft autopilot panel row 1
I'll tell you what, we might as well.
circle fly speed sub menu F.
I mean, we don't have to, we could probably carry on flying a bit more, but I'm going to just go
Altitude
down to
set to
10,000.
10,000 feet. Climb rate set to minus 1,500
minus
feet per
1,500.
minute.
That's good. Because we don't need to bomb it down there, we're fine. We're only 5,000 feet to descend. Echo Dot what time? Okay.
Airbus panel of autopilot main. Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 60 heading course nav check edit multi-line greater SA watts ALTRTUDE greater.
Current altitude is 13,087 feet, sir.
Yeah, I'm relatively happy with that. I was just thinking about if we needed to increase our descent rate, but I think we're alright. This aircraft has its own call outs on the way down. It will call out minimums and things, but it does it in a very robotic way.
Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 51.5 heading
51.5.
edit multi-line greater SA watts ALTRTUDE greater SA watts ALTRTUDE greater.
Current altitude is 10,926
Okay, we're doing okay. We're
feet.
almost at 10,000 feet, and then I just need to tell it to do a auto landing. I could of course do an ILS, but I'm going to do a just an auto land because it's easier. Then we'll just land. And of course you can't taxi to a gate with FSX Pilot, which is annoying. You could with it's your plane, but not with this. Right, we're not far off 10,000, we just had about 1,000 feet to go. So I think in a minute we'll be levelling off.
Autopilot nav edit multi-line greater edit selected 10,000 edit minus 332 edit multi-line.
Yeah, we are starting to level off.
Autopilot main panel dialog EDDT 44 points.
44 away. So I'm going to... Actually, I'm just going to set it to do it now.
Menu. Fly wheels approach for fly wheels auto land EDD. Fly to Changela EDDT. Fly GPS auto land EDDT sub menu F. Ultra short normal end.
Normal.
Airbus panel dialog range.
Runway.
See what runway we're going for.
EDDT 08L selected.
8 left.
Sir. Switching to true heading display for the approach.
Microsoft flight.
Sir.
Okay.
Airbus panel autopilot main. Autopilot
Now
main
you'll
panel
see
dialog
set
TR1
up
28.1 heading course
28.1 away from the first waypoint.
Edit selected 3403.
It's set the altitude above ground level that it wants to be at, which is 3,403 feet, and very precise.
Minus 1433.
And it's gone to minus 1,433 feet as a descent rate, because it's calculated that's what we need to be down in time, which is, you know, a bit of a climb rate, descent rate, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay with that, just as long as we don't get too much speed. We're below 10,000 feet, of course, so...
Fly speed update approach cruising speed safe colon 250k.
We need to go
Speed set to
250 knots,
250
if
knots.
possible. Oh, we've only just gone below 10,000 feet, so... you know, I wasn't late on doing that, which I usually am. I wish this phone would work. I can't check the live chat. I'm going to check the live chat on my laptop once I finish the flight if I can, because I'd like to check it in case anyone's asked anything or made a comment or something, which I usually do on my phone.
Airbus pan autopilot. Autopilot main panel dialog. TR line 115.0. Edit multi-line. Grader
Right,
S A Y space A L T I T U D T. Grader.
altitude.
Current altitude is 6,703 feet. Sir,
Coming up to
indicated
6,000
airspeed
feet,
is
yeah.
279 knots.
Okay, so
Sir.
we're trying to maintain 250, we're at 280 almost there, but we are descending at with about 1,500 minus 1,500 feet, so we'll probably struggle to maintain that speed as long as
Indicated
it's trying to
airspeed
slow
is
down.
277
As you
knots.
can see, we are
Sir.
trying to. I perhaps should have descended a bit more. Try not to break the headphones. But
Microsoft.
yeah, maybe I should have descended a bit more. But anyway.
Autopilot main panel dialog. TR line 14.0. Edit course. Nav
Okay,
check.
we're
Edit
very
multi-line. Grader
close.
S A Y space A L T I T U D. Grader.
Current altitude is 4,193 feet.
Might just
Sir.
be at the right altitude. Essentially how this lands is it creates a series of waypoints. So the first waypoint, it needs to be at a certain altitude, and then for example it's a series of waypoints directly to the runway. So then the second waypoint it might put out the flaps, third waypoint it might increase the flaps to say the third notch flaps, and then it might slow the speed.
Flaps 2.
Yeah, you see, that's gone flaps 2 there. That's just happened, so I don't know, that sounds great. Sounding effect there as well. That's weird.
Menu. Microsoft.
Right, hopefully it'll watch our airspeed. But yeah, it creates a series of waypoints and then it will slowly descend. Oh, supply some power by the sound of that. I don't know if we're descending or if it's just trying to level off or something.
Autopilot main panel dialog. TR line 21.4. Edit course HD.
Yep, we're nearly
Nav
the
check,
next
box check.
waypoint.
Edit multi-line. Grader. Edit selected 3403. Edit selected minus 500. Selection removed.
Okay, we're still descending
Microsoft.
down to the right altitude.
Gear down.
All gears down.
Flaps down.
And full flaps.
Landing lights on.
Landing on. And strobe probably. Like that.
1,500.
2,500, as you can hear there.
Autopilot. Edit, selected 122.
See, set the right altitude.
Microsoft.
I'm just going to do full screen. It is nice that you get these call-outs though, even if they are robotic. These are, that you just heard there, 2,500. That's from the plane directly. That wasn't FSX pilot. That was actually from the plane. Like in a real Airbus, it wouldn't sound like that, but you would get call-outs saying how high you were above the runway you're landing on. Right, I'm just going to check as well that it's sorted as speed.
Autopilot. Edit, selected 87. Edit, selected 170.
And
Edit, selected 0.
170, it's approaching
edit,
up.
selected 100. Edit, multi-line. Greater. S-A, S-T-E-E. Greater.
Indicated airspeed is 168 knots.
Okay.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Oh, damn it, I forgot that.
Menu. Autopilot.
we were
Panel.
on.
Type rate. Profile call. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Nearly on the full screen. There we go. So we're pretty much set up, we're at the right speed, we've got flaps out. It's... oh actually, another thing I can check.
1,000 feet,
there.
sir.
I'm just going to quickly check.
Autopilot name. Autopilot nav check SP MC HD all check V slash LV HL APR cam check dash V VCT edit red H man check RECV check edit arm check AP check edit AP check arm check box not checked edit arm check box not checked.
Arm isn't checked.
Space check.
Unable to arm spoilers now.
Oh, okay.
Autopilot procedure in progress.
Oh, okay, can't
arm check
500.
Arm check box checked.
Okay.
FS panel type rate profile Microsoft flights Microsoft.
Anyway then, here we go. I was trying to see if it would arm the spoilers, but obviously it's either already done that or it's just, I'm guessing it will do that. It should already have done that. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Good above. Got that thing going off. Don't know why it does that beeping.
Minimum 200.
Minimum to £200.
100. 50.
And we're down.
Brakes and reverse thrust, sir.
Yeah, you can see that's reverse thrust. It's quite a strange touchdown sound, but it's don't know where we are down.
Heading set to a true heading of 81 degrees. Great landing. I look forward to our next flight.
So, we are down essentially, and that's fine. No problems with that flight. Anyway, that's probably going to be it for tonight's stream. I'd like to have checked the live chat, but my phone's just playing up, and I could check it on my laptop if I could find the live stream anywhere, which I might just try that now, and we'll shut off our engines with control, and there we go, they're going off. Yeah, that fuel pump's definitely on. Just to work out how to switch it off. If we can switch it off. But yeah, let me see if I can actually find the live chat before I go.
Google Internet Explorer. Google. Search landmark combo box editable button. Google search button. Link graph combo box editable.
So it will be called.
Link graphic search combo box edit. E L D space A-T-I-M-M-E-R-L-I-V-E-S-T-R-E-A-M space Y-O-U-T-T-E.
Blind Flight
Blind
Simulator
Flight Simulator live stream
YouTube.
Main landmark search results heading level. Blind Flight Simulator live stream dash YouTube visited link heading level 3.
Hang on.
Blind Flight Simulator live stream dash YouTube link heading level 3. Blind Flight Simulator live stream dash YouTube link heading Blind Flight Simulator dash YouTube visited link. Blind Flight Simulator Blind Flight Simulator dash.
Oh, maybe if I go onto my channel, I'll be able to do it this way and then check
Left
the
parent,
channel.
right parent. Main landmark blind flight. List with 2 items uploads link. List with 11 items blind flight Simulator live stream link head.
There it is. Now we're going to get double of me, annoyingly. I'm just going to try and pause it and then check the channel.
Right parent. Main landmark blind flight. List with 2 items uploads link. List with 11 items blind flight Simulator stream XDJRM2ZRW DVD208CMA250% 253
now we're going to get
253
double of me, annoyingly. I'm going to try and pause it and then check the channel.
Right parent. Menu. Main landmark blind flight. List with 2 items uploads link. List with 11 items blind flight Simulator stream XDJRM2ZRW DVD208CMA250% 253
now we're going to get double of me, annoyingly. I'm going to try and pause it and then check the channel.
Right parent. Menu. Main landmark blind flight. List with 2 items uploads link. List with 11 items blind flight Simulator stream XDJRM2ZRW.
That's just not going to work because you've got loads of me going and I've got loads of MVDAs. So that was why we were getting loads of me, because I was on the actual video, so we were getting like feedback. I've gone out of that now. So unfortunately I can't look at the live chat. If anyone's got anything they really wanted to ask or say when the video's up, put it in the comments, and I'll be able to see it then, because unfortunately it doesn't keep the live chat. But thanks for watching anyway, and at least you managed to successfully get down with this new, pretty much new plane anyway that I've just got.